It's Week 17 of the National Football League, and we'll see the Cowboys' superstar wide receiver. He's making noise for some end-of-year awards and could hit 1,400 yards.
Here's the kicker, Harrison Butker, ready to get this one started. And we are underway from AT&T Stadium. And they will elect to not bring this one out as our first drive will begin at the 25. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And a glance here at... Throwing to start the drive. Fowler. Throw left side complete. That's Cunningham. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. That one goes for 24 yards.
Yeah, big play there. And when you have a running back that you can use like a wide receiver, when he has that kind of versatility, you do as they did there. Get him out of the backfield and give those defensive backs something else to worry about.
And he's got this one across midfield into Cowboy territory. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, this defense for the Cowboys very strong in that victory a week ago.
Yeah, and what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down and they're playing with extreme confidence.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
No surprise at all. They're looking for the big man early in this one. The only surprise for them, he couldn't hang on to the pass.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Blitz forthcoming as he'll look to throw. That's caught left side. Ruckert with it. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue.
Solid opening drive so far, Charles. They've moved this football into field goal range, but you know that they want to cap this off with 6 and not 3.
Absolutely. As one of the better coaches in the league always tells me, on offense, I want to throw body blows all game long and finish it with uppercuts. Well, here are the body blows right now. He's hoping one uppercut will take care of the end of this drive.
They got 18 yards out of that one, and it gets them a new set of downs. Our game not even 2 minutes old, but a quick red zone opportunity. 1st and 10 right at the 20. And oh, it'll be intercepted.
Jair Elam makes a pick. And the Cowboys are going to get possession here as they force the opening drive turnover.
Well, it's no secret he's had trouble this year with interceptions, and this is a bad start for him. First drive, throwing another pick.
No matter who's broadcasting his game, that's how the conversation begins. Throwing too many interceptions. Can he take care of the football? If I were his backup, I'd be edging towards the coaches and saying, hey, how about giving me an opportunity?
Play action. Now it's Mahomes. Looking right sideline. That's complete. A big play here for Dallas. 41 yards. The big play has them all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards. The numbers for him from a week ago. 12 carries, 93 yards, and a score.
One thing I do know, teams in the NFL don't treat this like a pitcher throwing a no-hitter. It's been mentioned all week long about going out and getting him the rushing title. He'll see the ball, and he'll see it often.
And now we're going to get a stoppage. Remember, the Cowboys shaken up. And not what you want to see this late in the season. Medical staff is going to check on him, and we'll step aside for a moment.
On play action, it's Mahomes. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. The Cowboys at 12-3 now on the year. And they were winners their last time out, so they'll be looking to make it 2 in a row.
And so much about football, partner, comes down to mindset. Being in the right frame of mind, and the best way to get in that good frame of mind, winning. So they come in feeling good. They've got the home crowd behind them. And I think they're going to be tough to beat in this one.
Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line.
12 brings up 3rd down.
Play clock down to 2, and we get a signal and a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Now 3rd down and very long.
15. Easy.
Here's Mahomes to throw. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And this is caught for a Cowboy touchdown. A great effort there with his 16th touchdown of the year. And the Cowboys use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one. Tucker with the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. A drive that time of 6 plays, and it culminates in a Dallas touchdown. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. Back onto the field comes this offense, ready for their second drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others, where they think they have an advantage. Dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up 2nd.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Stevenson gets it again on 2nd down. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Just a 1-yard loss that time, but that's not what they needed. Now they're dealing with a 3rd and long. You look at this Cowboy defense. They're in the spot statistically that you don't want to be in against the pass. Number 32 in the league, dead last.
And when you're getting ready to face the #1 overall offense in the NFL, it does not matter where you are defensively because you got your hands full. You don't know what you're going to face, but you know that that's a strong unit that you're getting ready for.
On 4th down, Matt Ariza sent on to punt. And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. Bust through the tackle. The danger of a punt that good, a 16-yard return. And they will take over 1st and 10. And as this offense makes their way back out, NFC playoff race time, we give you a look at what's going on there. They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. Down the sideline he goes. And he's going to get this done inside the 5 before he's out of bounds. 63 yards rushing for him now as he has gotten the night off to a hot start. Another fine carry from the NFL's rushing leader, and quarterbacks typically dominating the MVP balloting, but I think you got to give this guy serious consideration, don't you?
I agree.
And he will take it in for a Cowboy score. Derrick Henry to his NFL record in touchdowns, and the Cowboys are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that'll make the score 14-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. As the season winds down and you look at them in totality, you know, the offense has struggled. The defense has been pretty good, so I would imagine the changes this offseason may be more on the offensive side of the ball.
And this is where we always hear the term complementary football, because as you noted, the defense has played well enough for them to win games, and the offense has held them back. So they've got to reward that defense by improving on offense. I don't know if you make a change at quarterback, running back, tight end. It doesn't matter. Get better players, better system, so they can play to the standards of the defense, and the win column will result.
On second down, it's Stevenson. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher third down looming.
That's a really alert defense there, because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and help.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. It's picked up by the Cowboys. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line. A defensive-minded coach loves to bring the heat, brought the heat there, and it worked out. And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure. So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. On fourth down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. This is taken at the 23. Start of the second quarter, and it's the Cowboys in possession as they get set to start their drive with a 1st and 10. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. It has been about as perfect of a start to this game as these guys could have asked for, Charles. They've scored on their first 2 drives. They still haven't given anything up on the other. This is caught inside the 15. A big play here for Dallas. 62 yards. Mahomes going to throw. This will go to Henry out wide. Touchdown, Cowboys! Derrick Henry with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Cowboys have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns. Tucker with the extra point, and that makes the score 21-0. Well, it wasn't a one-play drive, but I think they'll take it. The scoring summary, 2 plays and into the end zone. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And he takes this near the 25, just a little past there, call it the 26. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here, because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse that this is an important possession. But I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer, because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit. And if they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
The throw over the middle, taken in. Yeah, this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Ready.
Here's 3rd and 6.
Ready.
Back to throw. Fowler. That's caught. It's Cunningham. And they're going to get him down well short of the 1st as he can only get this to the 30. They'll get only a yard out of that, and it'll bring up 4th down. Matt Horizon now on to punt this one away. Averaging over 50 yards a punt so far as this one's away. And that's a 48-yard punt with a coverage holding him to 3 on the return. The Cowboys about set to take over on offense. Right now, everything they touch turns to gold. This is their 4th possession. Touchdowns on their first 3 possessions. I mean, this defense, they can't seem to stop them. It's like they're on skates.
Great analogy, Brandon, because they are pushing them back and winning everything at the line of scrimmage. They've just been laying down tracks towards the opposite end zone. So to themselves, all they're saying is, if we don't make a mistake, there's no way they can stop us.
Options galore here. Second and a few inches. Throwing now is Mahomes. Throwing left side, it's complete. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. That one covers 29 yards. First down.
Let's just call it what it is. This has been a flat-out struggle for this defense all game long. They've really had a hard time slowing them down. And while I'm not big on speeches and guys jumping up and down, they might need their team leader on defense to get in their face right now and light a fire under these guys. They've got to start playing better assignment football and start getting guys on the ground.
And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's first and goal just outside the 5. Buying time to his left. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cowboys. Kyle Pitts with career touchdown number 60. And the Cowboys are able to widen their lead here in this first half. Now Tucker to add the PAT. It's good, and they stretch their lead to 28-0 now. A drive there of just 4 plays. And it was the tight end Kyle Pitts finishing it all off on the touchdown reception. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. But now this offense comes back out onto the field. And right now these guys, they're shuffling a little bit, maybe doubting, because 3 straight drives have ended with them punting the football away.
Yeah, so you start pointing fingers at each other a little bit, asking a lot of questions. What are you seeing? What are you getting? Maybe trying to narrow down your playbook a little bit and maybe get simpler rather than more complex in order to try and fashion together a drive.
That'll give them 8 that time, and that'll bring up a second down in just a couple.
Okay, ready? Shot, 17. Ready.
Looking to throw. Fowler. Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
Field, black. Ready.
On 3rd and 2, Fowler. Rush coming, and he's taken down. That time, multiple defenders getting pressure, and it's a loss of 6. Here's Matt Araiza now. Powerful running. 51 yards on the punt there. The time to get another look at this Cowboys offense. Well, everything right now that they touch on this side of the football, it seems to turn to gold. They've scored on 3 straight possessions. That lead continues to grow. And, I mean, if they can get points here, Charles, might almost be an insurmountable comeback for the other side.
I think you make a great case for that, so I'm going to flip it over to the other side. Could they make the big comeback? Certainly. Am I expecting it? Not at all. I think if we don't see a drastic change in how they're playing, this blowout's going to get bigger and bigger before the final gun.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. The handoff, running left, Henry. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 15.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. Oh, that's deep for Duvernay. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there was not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
Oh, this will be incomplete. The rush gets home just as he was letting that go. That could have been worse. Instead, it's 4th down.
Out now comes the Cowboys punter as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And it's fielded at the 34. We remind you that coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will be alongside. He'll have highlights and analysis from Orlando of this first half of action. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive.
See if they can put this drive in the end zone, Charles, because it's been a little bit of a rough go at times. They've had to punt the football a ton in this ball game because of stalled-out drives.
So are you saying that you're kind of tired of seeing the punter run out there and do his thing during this game? Is that what you're trying to say?
Yeah, well, I mean, I'm okay with it. I have a feeling that this offense...
Touchdown! A big play there. 51 yards.
And the Wizards get a bit closer.
Fairbairn good with the extra point, and it's now a 28-7 ball game. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone.
Breaks through the contact.
And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Dallas offense back out onto the field.
And now consider the lead. The question is, how much is good enough? Are you going for more?
It's the NFL. There's never enough, I believe, because they get reeled in all the time when you sit on the ball. I think that they will try and move the ball downfield and try and squeeze a few more points out of this first half. They'll be careful. They'll be a little bit cautious at times, but also they will attack downfield and try and get...
Oh, a first mistake for him in the ball game as it's intercepted. Picked off by A.J. Terrell.
And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
Boy, a big play right there. I mean, a touchdown on this drive could have really put some separation on the scoreboard. Instead, it's the defense who scores. And, partner, we got a game again.
And we do have one because of what you just described. A defense that understood what was going on in this game and did something about it. They knew their offense needed some help. They just provided it. They're back in this one.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
And he'll elect not to run with it. And a fair catch on the kickoff will move the ball to the 25.
And now here come the Cowboys. There was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You could never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
Well, Mahomes can't get away, and down he goes. And the offense moving quickly to the line.
It's a 10-yard loss. Brings up 2nd and 20 at the 15-yard line.
On 2nd down, here's Mahomes.
And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
I know conventional wisdom says, hey, don't get it all back in one play. But sometimes you go ahead and try to. They tried to get it all back on that one. Weren't able to do so.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
43, 40, yellow. Hey, 15, 15, 15. 15. Come back. 57.
Now Mahomes. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. So a short drop, but he's able to get it out, and this is a good kick. Fielded at the 43. That'll be a 49-yard punt, 6 yards there on the return.
One more go for this offense in the first half. And with great starting field position and a couple of timeouts at their disposal, they'll certainly have the green light here.
Ready?
Throwing to start the drive. Fowler.
And that one's going to be off target and incomplete.
They always say the real estate is about location. Well, guess what? When it's a slant route, the quick ones, timing. Got to be able to lead your man with the football.
And the timing off right there. Threw it behind him. He'll try again with the arm here on second down. And he will go down. A Cowboys sack. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to one remaining here as we head toward halftime. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on third down. And they'll bring him down right at midfield, and he is well short of the first down. The Cowboys going to use their second timeout now, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And this will be up to the ruling of the side judge here. He says it crossed out of bounds at the 16-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And with 10 seconds left, not really enough time to put something together. On first down, Mahomes looking deep downfield. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
But no kneeling for them. They decided they weren't going to run out the clock. They decided to take their shot downfield, hoping to either make a connection or a pass interference call. They wanted more points to put on the board.
Attack!
Final shot before the half from Mahomes. He's going to try and go deep again. And it's knocked away and incomplete. So we've come upon half. All right, we'll bypass the halftime show in favor of returning to this late season game with the teams coming back from the locker rooms here a bit early. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Cowboy offense set to go to begin this third quarter. And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message was too drastic, I think, at the half, or that they need to change things too much. I do think the offensive line could play a little bit better, and I think they'll try and help them out more. They'll probably keep a tight end in a few more times and maybe add a running back to the formation to pick up those pass rushers, because they probably allowed a few too many sacks for comfort in the first half.
They go play action. Now Mahomes. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. A good pickup there at 22.
Well, this can happen when you get man coverage on a tight end. This is a nice route. He's just going to run a corner to the left side and find some open space. That's asking a lot to make a linebacker run with him. And this ball's on the money as they pick up a first down.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the third quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly at the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
On second down, here's Henry. And he's got room. And a good run here as he'll rumble all the way down to the 40-yard line. That good for 19 and a first down.
A big hole there. How about him handling the point of attack? Just positioning himself so that run could go right off of his backside and deep into the secondary.
A solid run by Derrick Henry, and here's another 1st and 10. Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
They'll run it again with Henry. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. Able to get the 1 yard he needed, but nothing more.
They're good spot right now with a convincing lead. I think this is where they put on the boxing gloves and start to try and pound them into submission.
And the offensive line, they've controlled this game. I don't see why that trend would change now.
Meanwhile, Mahomes throw into the hands of Pitts here.
And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. And they're going to speed things up here.
Hey, ribble it, ribble it.
Throwing on first down is Mahomes. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. Back to the air on second down. It's Mahomes. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. This drive, which was going so smoothly, all of a sudden it's a little bit of a roadblock here with 2 straight incompletions.
Yeah, apparently this defense has had enough. Apparently they're saying no more. We're making a stand right here, right now. But it is 3rd and 10. They've got to get after him one more time.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. And again, it's Mahomes. And this is going to be intercepted.
Picked off by Reek Woolen.
So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the 3rd quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in. Coming out to start this 3rd quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
But these guys got to chop into that deficit. They got to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage will be found.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Operating from the gun, Fowler. Over the middle, complete. It's Alexander. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And it's 3rd and 4 now.
They kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
Back to throw. Fowler. And a big loss here as he's taken down.
Multiple defenders getting to him there for a huge loss.
So they bring out their punter as he'll come on to kick for a 6th time tonight. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. Taken right around the 44. It's a return of 4 following a 42-yard punt. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. And now Dallas gets set to take the field.
And the last time out, they had the good drive going. You get in the red zone, they throw the interception. Not their first pick of the game either, so we'll see if they're more careful, more cautious here on this drive.
That's caught inside the 20. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Touchdown!
Devin Duvernay.
His first touchdown on the year. As his guys have opened up a very comfortable lead. Tucker now to add the point after. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. 1 play, 2 plays, touchdown. That's all it took there. A very short and sweet drive that got him in the end zone. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25.
Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
In motion right is Pittman. Straight ahead, it's Stevenson.
And they're able to swarm him behind the line, and his rough night continues. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first.
On third down, Fowler. Oh, this will be incomplete. The rush gets home just as he was letting that go. That could have been worse. Instead, it's fourth down.
Looks like another empty possession offensively. And you're at that point in the game where you can't afford too many more of these. So this is going to require some heavy thinking on the sideline to figure out what they can do to crack this defense.
This is brought in at the 21. Good coverage there. An even 50-yard punt leads to a return of 5. And out will come the offense as they take over. And out now come the Cowboys. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the third quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game.
And that's caught at the 25. A big play here for Dallas. 54 yards. They go play fake. Mahomes rolling to his right. And this is caught for a Cowboy touchdown. Kyle Pitts with his second touchdown of the night. And the Cowboys are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this third. So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that'll increase their lead to 28. After the field goal, here's Butker to kick it away. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15. And now this offense comes back out onto the field. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that, because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go.
Back now in Arlington. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. Throwing on first down. Fowler. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. Drake London, the intended receiver there. And it's second down.
Ready.
Looking to throw. Fowler over the middle, caught by London. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 42. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs. They'll look to throw again. And that'll be complete to Stevenson. And touchdown! Ramondre Stevenson. Halfway to 100 now with career touchdown number 50. And the Wizards get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this fourth quarter deficit. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And that'll cut the lead back down to 21. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And he'll elect not to run with it. The fair catch will move this out to the 25-yard line. Here's the Dallas offense now heading back out onto the field. And this crowd has certainly liked what they've seen. Their guys fully expected to win this one coming in, and they have not disappointed as they've got the big lead here in the fourth.
15.
Mahomes now on first down. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete. Well, fourth quarter with a 3-score lead here, Charles, but they're still going back to the air and looking for more points.
Well, with this game well in hand, it's an opportunity for the guys to come off the bench and get a chance to play. And a lot of coaches, they want to run their full playbook no matter who's on the field.
Now here's a throw right side taken in by his tight end. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo.
First and 10 at the 36-yard
On first and 10, here's Mahomes. Forced out to his, and a big loss here as he's taken down.
Multiple defenders getting to him there for a huge loss.
Brings up second down.
Yellow. Attack, attack. Yellow, yellow. Yellow. 16 minutes. Delay of game. Offense. What's up, man?
That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit.
Yellow, yellow. Yellow, yellow. Hey, 57, 57. March right.
Mahomes to throw on second down. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's third down. But their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns. And it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far as the actual need, you and I both know they can just run this clock out because this one, it was over a long time ago.
It's fourth down.
Mahomes going to go on fourth down. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have the Cowboys first down by a couple of yards, it would appear, as they're able to convert on 4th and 5. Both sides were holding their breath there on that fourth down play, and the offense can breathe a sigh of relief.
And both knew exactly where the first down markers were. You know the defense is trying to guard those sticks and try and keep people in front, but somehow, some way, those guys found a way to pick it up.
And he gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. It'll be second down.
49-yard line. A gain of 2. Brings up second and 8.
Now Mahomes throwing on second down. And he whips that one incomplete there. He was trying to get it to his running back, Alvin Kamara. And it's third down.
And 8 yards to go.
They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down.
Yellow.
Throwing is Mahomes on third. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. So on the other side of the field now, it's first and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Back to the ground, it's Kamara. And little room to maneuver there. He gets it down to about the 39. And they're going to hurry back to the line now.
1 yard gain. Brings up second and 9.
15. Come back. At 57.
Mahomes going to throw. Now throw out wide, going to be incomplete.
I think it's fairly safe to call this game over, but they're still trying to bomb it downfield and add to their lead. Almost makes you start to feel for the defense and root for them a little bit, too.
The offense on third down tonight, they've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. Now here's Mahomes. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Picked off by Julian Blackman. And a good return here as he takes it up past the 30-yard line. Wow, between last week and this week, that's now 8 interceptions. 5 a week ago, now 3 here.
Well, he is so lucky that one of the defense coordinators I played for, a man named Ken Donahue, is not there right now. Because he saw that happen during his coaching career, and he grabbed a quarterback in the midst of a streak like this and said, tell you what, son, why don't you throw it to the defensive guys, and let's see if our receivers can intercept it.
Well, he's got to figure something out because the current formula is not working. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10.
Setting up a screen for Stevenson.
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. On 1st and 10, Fowler.
Throw left side. There's London.
And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
Again, he'll drop to throw.
Out to the right and complete to Pittman.
And quickly, they get to the line. Back to throw again.
And that throw behind his man. He missed him. Incomplete.
Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw.
Into the hands of London.
They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's our visitors with a football as we get you reset. They face a 3rd down now as they try to find a late score. Back to throw. Fowler. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. He finds his man complete. That's Alexander. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. Now they got to get to the line quickly. Now a play fake here on 1st down.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Tyreek Stevenson picks it off. And the Cowboys are going to take possession here at their own 16-yard line.
Well, it wasn't always pretty, but the interception there, that means that they should get out of here with a victory.
Yeah, this is not a game that they're going to preserve for posterity on defense, but they did finish it off, didn't they? They did make the winning play to close things out. They'll take that one and head to the locker room.
They'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Big yardage after the catch. That one winds up going for 36.
And this has been the story all night long. They just came out firing and have not backed off, even with the big 4th quarter lead. Here's another completion for big yardage.
Interesting. Mahomes wants to throw it. Looking left side, and it's complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That's a gain of 31 with right around 1 minute to go in the quarter. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down.
Hey, Ripley. Delay of game, offense.
The offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted.
Still 1st down.
So a little bit of a stiffer challenge now. 1st and 15 following the delay of game.
Hey, 57 colors. Hero 15. Yellow.
Mahomes now to throw. And did he get the feet down? Yes, touchdown. 23 yards for the touchdown.
And the Cowboys are on their way to a 13th win on the year as they add on to their lead.
Tucker with the extra point, and that'll increase their lead to 28. And I guess the touchdown wasn't enough. They want the onside kick as well. And this one won't bounce their way. It's covered up by the hands team. 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of thing.
And the Cowboys' pressure gets there this time for the sack. Now the Cowboys going to... That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. Looking to throw. Fowler. That's to the right sideline, and it falls incomplete.
This has been a rough one, to put it mildly, for him. And after this one's done, you just feel like at the post-game press conference, this team's going to have a lot of questions and definitely not a lot of answers.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Operating from the gun, Fowler. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
Now on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. So a change of possession here on the punt. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before we hit triple zeros. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. Well, they came into this one with a vision, Charles, and it has played out exactly as they had hoped, if not even better. They've got the huge lead here, and now the football for the final moments of the 4th.
Yeah, and it was apparent that they were the better team, right? We figured that out pretty early, but give them a lot of credit.